scene while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 50, plant. Check, X3, 218, chop. Ready.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Recon, 152 fighter. 36.
Off play action. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Go. Check. Hey, echo.
From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. He'll rifle this one deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Hey, Sam off. Under 10. 10. Hey, snap.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
To throw on 2nd down. Purdy. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Back to throw. Purdy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give right side now to Hunt. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 15. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today, a guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Forced out to his left. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check three.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check out. Red 80. Watch the screen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Luck, he's going to let it go. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Purdy. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 25. Check 25.
Smooth.
Watch out.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Check 15.
Any weapon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a loose football. They find some open field here.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Willie Henry. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Purdy. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jets 7, Bills 0.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Luck. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Check out. Wide. 622.
Get him. Get him. Get him.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Monday.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
11.
3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Say 61. Matchbox lights. Check 25.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
To throw on second down. Purdy, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
They come out here in the eye. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Here's Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will knot us up at 10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They run right side with Hunt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Love. And it's caught by Herndon. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Herndon's got it complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Man, I got you.
Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27.
On 1st down, it's Love. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Pilot, 64, weak.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch.
Hey, check. Hey, Haywood.
Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
On the ready. Hey, Delta.
Off the play fake. Purdy. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. On first down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off play action. Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Purdy. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cut.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You better bring it. Hey, Zoo. We're on line.
Now Locke. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Throw complete to Herndon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now it's Locke. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Locke now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Joker. X3. 218. Chopper. Check 3. Hatchet.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Tighten up. Recon, 132 fighter. Qual.
Luck now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lloyd. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go. Hey, check. 55.
Off of play action. Locke. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And he rips that one incomplete there. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Purdy. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Back to throw. Love. This is caught. It's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
11. Line 36. Line 36. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Locke. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lloyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now Luck. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down throw. Luck. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill.
General West.
Check.
Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go.
To throw again. Purdy. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Now he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
From the gun. Purdy. Open man is Higgins.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
On 4th down, Purdy. It's caught. Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled at the
2nd and 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Luck. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Luck. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the fourth down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you, son.
Greystone, travel.
Alert three.
Hey, Echo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Look at me. Zipper.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Get it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to... Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Luck with his first throw of OT. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing on third down, Luck. He gets it to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Luck throwing again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Here's the Jets punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Buffalo, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah.